Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Merrick Makings, and we are starting a great little video here for today. It is one of our Come Create a Card with Me, and I am using this fabulous Christmas Tags and More 6x6 DSP. It is one of our mini catalogue items, and I'm just going to show you very quickly what that looks like as far as papers in our little set. So we've got these fabulous traditional colours. So we've got garden green, and on the back of this one is some little tag images and patterns that are easy to use. We have this one which has a whole section with the baubles, and we're using crumb cake as well, and then this beautiful subtle pattern in the background. We've got a great plaid in it as well, so it does use the real red as a combination, and that soft sea foam is our fourth colour in there as well. On the back of this one's got these star kind of images. This one, probably my favourite, is the leaves and holly there, and on the back is this one which has got a great geometrical pattern on here, and then another whole section there which creates a card. But for today I'm going to show you a couple of samples to start with, because this is a really easy card. Once you have this particular style of card, you can quickly cut out lots and lots of DSP and put it together very quickly. So this is one from that particular set, and you can see we have 3 panels, so we just choose which of those patterns on there. They're all on a bordered piece of cardstock and then on your base. The only thing that we've done is we've got the greeting on a piece of basic white cardstock, and then we've got the little holly and berries, which are a die cut set called Christmas Greenery. That's right. Now, these are just 2 that I grabbed. So some great fun DSP that were from previous years. So I've grabbed out my Christmas ones and quickly created these cards as well. So even if you're using up some of your previous stock that you've got from other years, or even a different theme like wedding or birthdays, or any kind of that DSP that all sort of comes from one suite or one set of DSP, then it all coordinates, and you just have to match whatever's in your color of DSP. You just match it with your cardstock for this. So let's go through and put one of these together very quickly. So I have got a real red base. So these are all Australian measurements. If you are requiring inches, there is a converter in my description that is, you can just pop in my centimetre measurements into and then create exactly the same card. So this one here is 21 centimeters by 10.5, and then we score 21 centimeters down by 14.8, and then score at 10.5. So this is half of an A4, so that creates our card base. Again, garden green for this one, and this one is let me just remember what this one was. I think, let me get my ruler, make sure I've double checked that I've done everything. So this is 9.5 by, so that should be 9, I think. Let me double check. 9.5 by 13.8. Okay, had it right the first time. There we go. So there we go. And then I've got my 3 pieces of DSP that I've chosen for this time. So these ones here are 3.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and these are going to, if my Stampin' Seal decides to help me out here, help work out. We're going to pop these straight on. So I'm just going to move my base aside because it's easier to measure it all, to glue it all together. So we're going to, this is what I mean. Thought I'd be able to do this quickly. Aha, here we go. And I'm still used to glue. Once upon a time I would have used what we used to have called snail. We don't have that anymore, but that was I found it easier. Okay, we start at the top one. Okay, just make sure that these are the colours that you want in the right order. So we start with the top one, then we go to the next one. Is this where I was at? No, I was here. This way and this way, yes. Sorry, thinking for a second there out loud. So the one at the bottom now. So we do the top first, oops, then the bottom, and we pop this down. So this only gives you like half a centimetre border around the outside. And then I could have put this one, which kind of gives me the right feel. I might actually do that. I was originally going to do the green one, but I think I'll do the crumb cake instead. And so it's just like literally putting them together. Space it out evenly when you put it on. And then we've got this blank section. So the blank section is a piece of white cardstock, basic white cardstock, and this is 2 centimeters high by your 9 centimeters wide. Now I'm just looking at the stamp that I am using for today to go with this over here is "'Tis the Season." So this is traditional labels. It has a whole heap of slightly curved greetings, which actually goes matches a banner die, but for today we're going to use this one. It is straight and it says "'Tis the Season." So I'm going to grab it out, and a little trick is to always put it down on your desk and then pick it up with your block. Then it's always straight. Okay, if you try to do it straight onto there, especially longer ones, it will get a little bit it will move. Real red I think I will use. I do avoid my red inks because I don't like my stamps to be all marked, because the so we just pop this in the middle. But yeah, I know that eventually they'll get stained a little bit, and that's okay. All right, so that's the only stamping we've got for this one. But I am going to turn it over and I'm going to add a couple of dimensional dots, and that's going to pop up a little bit on your card. So let's pop this so it all lines up and it really comes together and looks really good like that. And then we're just going to, I'm going to pop some on, oops, either side, like here, onto our card base. So I hope that everyone has made a bit of a start to their Christmas cards. I did get a little bit slack and didn't do that, but I have gone ahead and got stuck into it now. Okay, so the last part is, because we want it to be a simple card, which I've just realised that it's not quite straight. So there we go. And that's what I like about the dimensional dots, is that they do, if you're careful, you can peel them off and start again. So I've got, because this is just for something a little bit different, today I'm using crumb cake as these little dies for the holly. So now almost just a little bit of glue there, and I'm just putting them kind of overlapping. You're not going to see that little point there anyway, so that's I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to use my mini dimensional dots, and I'm going to, oh, I'm out of those ones. All right, I'm going to use, here we go again, and we're going to pop some of these because they are little. It's only small spaces there for a holly, so we're going to pop a couple more. Okay, and then take the backings off, which end up everywhere because I'm not very good at putting them in the bin straight away. Okay, so here I'm just going to line it all up here like that, so it just kind of hangs down on that the second DSP. And then here I've got the little berries, and I'm literally going to put 1, 2 on there and put them down if they don't stick to my finger. Okay, I'll use my my scalpel. 1, 2, and then another dot of glue. This is our Tombow glue. It dries really fast, but it sticks things really well together too. And there we go. All right, so that one there, so slightly different because we're using in different orders for our DSP, and I have mixed up one of our DSPs as well. So like I said, this is a good one you can mass produce in an afternoon. Very easy for cutting instructions as well. If you don't have a holly like this, any kind of die cut kind of element that you could put there. I know in the actual papers themselves, like this one here, I have cut one of these on something else, so you can hang it from underneath a little bit, just to give you an idea, like that. So it can sort of hang like that. Or, of course, in the actual pack is, I'm just going to very gently bring it out because I haven't really used many, but there is a whole heap of these little die cuts as well, which would be great on a card as well. Hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining me at Come Create a Card with me for Thursday. We usually try to premiere these on a Thursday morning in Australian Standard Time around about 10 or 11 o'clock. So if you are a subscriber, you will be notified, or you can click the button for notification and remind you to come on over. Otherwise, come over and see me as a part of the replay whenever that suits you. And don't forget to like my video. And please, if you are in the chat during premiere or even on the replay, please say hello, where you're from. I love to see all my viewers there. All right, thank you. Until next week, bye-bye.